Performing is partly joy and partly terror, and you have to be able to deal with both emotions simultaneously, and make some sort of sense to people. But it is what keeps touring alive for any unit is having fresh material to play to people, because that keeps your interest, and it gives you a lot of energy, almost like you've got a mission. And I don't think touring would be much fun if you weren't doing that. If you were just like a revivalist action or something like that, it would get pretty dead in the water. Because you have to, it takes a lot of spirit to perform. You can really do a good show, but then you've got to fly to a new city and do another good show the following day. So it takes a lot out of you. The effort of making a record and touring it, promoting it, it really, it's a full-time occupation. And also, I've got kids in school. That's another bummer, because there's no way you can go, hey, let's go to Bengal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It takes the spontaneity out of life, but I'm looking forward to a time when I'll be able to go around a bit more and get down to the Juka, check it out. Touring is strange. It's like traveling, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Because mostly you're shattered.
Mm-hmm.
And also you've got to move fast, because the tour's like a Pac-Man. It has to be kept financially afloat. So you can't linger. I wish it was a bit different, really. It would be nice to spend a week in every joint, in every city, and then play the gig, because you could really see something. But the way it goes just bang, bang, bang. So it is traveling, but it's not like really traveling.
Yeah, you cannot get...
You can't get all of the feeling.
Yeah.
Although you can see it briefly, but it's not really like traveling. I don't like to know where we're going, actually.
Just the element of surprise?
Yeah.
Now why is that?
Because you always end up somewhere interesting. You know, if you have a specific aim or target, and then you arrive at that point, whatever, like the creation of a project or some sort of, it's like boring. You know, you're going to end up there, and finally you end up there, and it's like, there's no fun in that somehow. There's no surprises in it. There's no chance in it. This is a construction of chaos, really. And one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Here's one of the downsides of the internet. I write talking about set lists, I write them every night. And on the internet, they're onto your game, because everybody knows what you already played down the road in Philly last Saturday night. So that kind of gets me a bit pissed there, that it's taken away the surprise that you can, because back in the day, you turn up in Kentucky and no one knows what you're going to play, and it was kind of fun bombing in the surprises there, but that internet is too damn smart for its own good. I think I could pack an entire suitcase just with tea bags, really. You could have this one and that one, and soon you end up with a suitcase of tea.
Joe Strummer is our guest on 99.1 HFS on the show Now Hear This, and we're talking on the afternoon of the first Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros tour date for this American tour in Washington, D.C. And a lot of bands have recently rethought their plans for touring the U.S. Some have canceled their tours of the U.S., and even some American bands have scaled back in light of the current situation in the world, the terrorist attacks, possible military retaliation. Did that at all enter your mind?
No.
Safety is an issue?
No. The only thing that really entered our minds was, would it be appropriate to tour in the aftermath of such an attack? And I've got friends in New York, so I just called them as the days went by, and they gave me the temperature of the city, what people were thinking. And with their advice, they said, no, come as planned, So I took their advice, and well, it was booked months ago, so we just went ahead with it. And here we are in DC. And I want to say to anyone listening is, go out and see groups and films, because a lot of people want to stay at home. But I think that's futile.